Okay, so welcome again to the TCU Fair. Today is our last day. We are covering sport programs that the TCUs have. So we have 4 TCUs here with us, and we also wanted to remind you that we will be doing a drawing at the end of the session for a Fitbit Charge 4, Amazon, I believe was it Kindle.
Yeah, Fire tablet.
Oh,
Is it?
Fire tablet, and then some wireless headphones. So keep participant and keep your ears open and your eyes wide, all that great stuff to hear some of the amazing opportunities that some of our TCUs do offer to everyone. And also, we will be not moderating. I can't even talk. Today's Friday, but we'll be making sure that we keep an eye on the chat box. So if you have any questions there, please feel free to type in any questions you may have. Again, you know the golden rule: if you have a question, most likely someone else has that question too. So I challenge all of you attendees to get out there and ask your questions for these awesome panelists here. Fantastic. So, and then afterwards, we will also have some time for a Q&A session as well. So I'll let Nicolette go from here.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelly. So I guess we'll just start off with our screen. We have first up on what I'm looking at is Haskell. So is it Coach Al Gibb? Go ahead. Oh, you're on mute.
Okay. So we've got a PowerPoint. Can we share it? And Coach Gibb and I are going to kind of tag team, if you will, through our PowerPoint.
Do you have the screen share at the bottom?
I do.
Okay.
Yep, but it's saying you cannot share. Okay, there we go. All right, let me try it now. Boom.
There you go.
Awesome. Okay, so my name is Judith Gibb. I am Hunkpapa Lakota from the Standing Rock Reservation. I grew up in Fort Yates, North Dakota, so the North Dakota side. I've been at Haskell for a little over 20 years, worked in athletics, assist now with athletics, and I'm also the chair for our health, sport, and exercise science department. So we've got a couple little slides. I'm going to roll through them pretty quick because we want to try and give as much information as we possibly can. So a little bit of history of Haskell Athletics and Haskell. We started out at United States Indian Industrial Training School in 1884, basically grades 1 through 5, 22 students. We moved on to Haskell Institute, in which we competed under the Kansas High School Activities Association athletics. From there, we moved on to Haskell Indian Junior College, and we competed under the National Junior College Athletic Association. And from that point on, we moved into Haskell Indian Nations University, and we compete as a NAI institution, so the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. A few notable athletes who have come through Haskell, and there's been many, 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 from the time we started out as Haskell Institute through now. But like Jim Thorpe, John Levi, and of course, Billy Mills. In the bottom right, you see a picture of Billy Mills when he ran for Haskell Institute. When he ran in the very first ever state Kansas high school activities cross country championships, he was the individual winner and Haskell was the team winner. So the very first time they ever had their state high school. We've had multiple NJCAA and NAI national appearances over the course of the years. Our stadium is listed in the National Archives, as well as our 2 bleacher sets. And on our campus, we have our own cross-country course. A little bit about our campus size. We sit on about 350 acres. We have over 750 students at this point in time in the semester. Teacher ratio is about 24:1. We have 5 dorms. I'm going to talk a little bit more towards the end about the cost to attend, but it's $715 for on-campus. That's all inclusive. We are tuition free. So this includes your meals, your lodging, your books and activities. $240 if you're off campus. We have over 140 different tribes represented, a number of clubs and organizations. We have university athletic programs and intramural sports. We offer 4 baccalaureate degrees, one in business administration, an emphasis in management, and a second emphasis in tribal management, and elementary education, environmental science, and Indigenous and American Indian studies. We have 9 associate degrees. 3 of them are under the health, sport, and exercise science department. And then we have 2 certificate opportunities on our campus as well. The young lady you see in the picture there, she's a recent graduate in terms of the associate program from Haskell. She's also a cross-country runner, and she was most recently named a Daktronics Scholar Athlete for the NEI. Little bit about Lawrence, if you've never been, we're a college town atmosphere. We are about a mile and a half from the University of Kansas. We have some great partnerships with the university. The image that you see to the bottom is the Mass Street, our downtown area, was flooded when the Kansas won the NCAA Final Four men's basketball championship. And so it's always really cool because whenever Kansas wins or something happens in Kansas City, like the Chiefs most recently with Super Bowl, or the Royals with World Series, that whole street gets just flooded with Haskell students, KU students, Lawrence residents, and so on and so forth. Little bit about our sport facilities. We have, again, our own trail on campus. That's the Billy Mills cross country course. We have a Haskell softball field and our Haskell Stadium. We're about to resurface our track and put in some new long jump and triple jump pits, as well as some new throwing areas. This is our Tony Coffin Sports Complex. This is where our men's and women's basketball and our volleyball team compete. It's also home to our primary athletic weight room. We have a secondary weight room that's at the Jim Thorpe Fitness Center that also houses a cardio area. In the bottom left, you see one of our students. She's on a cardio machine in our cardio room at Coffin Sports Complex. So we have 2 cardio areas. We have a swimming pool at Coffin Complex. And then the bottom right is our athletic training room at Coffin Sports Complex. All right, Coach Gipp, you're on.
Okay, so we're a member of the NEI, and so it shows the number of schools and stuff and conferences that we belong to. So one of the things that we're proud of is that all of the NEI schools, we're the only one that's all native institution. We're really proud of our 5 Gold Star institution. That's by our student athletes volunteering for things on campus, and then as a group, doing things with servant leadership, sportsmanship, just to name a few. And our men's cross country team in 2019 appeared at the National Cross Country Championships. And then this last year, we had Daktronics Scholar Athletes, as well as a scholar team in cross country. We're a member of the AII conference, the Association of Independent Institutes. Our conference is really huge, but not everybody runs cross country or plays some of the other sports that we do have. So in recent for cross country, 2019, we were runner-up. 2018, volleyball and cross country team were conference champions. Women were runner-up. On as far as all conference athletes, multiple first team, second team, conference all scholar athletes, runners of the week, athletes of the week, and champion of character coaches and student athlete awards. We're a Nike school. We're the only Nike school that gets involved with part of N7 as far as NEI is concerned. And these are the sports that we have at Haskell. Our men's and women's basketball program, there are so many teams that participate. They have 2 divisions. So our men's team and women's team are Division 2, and the rest of us, we all are in one lump in Division 1. This is Matt Downing. He is our head basketball coach. Matt's is going to be starting his 6th year as our men's basketball coach at Haskell. This is Coach Aaron Porbear, and he'll be coming in. This will be his first season coaching here at Haskell. So really excited to have Aaron on board, and looking forward to him as far as getting recruits and getting the women's program to where he is happy at. This is our cross country and track program. So there's a number of ladies and men that are out for our team. So very excited about that, and looking forward to 2021 season. This is our golf coach, Mr. Gary Tanner, and his golfer did really well academically and golfing as well. Coach Tanner, also our softball coach, and you might wonder how he does them both at the same time. Right now, he's kind of overseeing one as we do a look at hiring a softball coach at this point. So kind of looking at doing that. Women's volleyball, Alta Maltoff is our volleyball coach, and she'll be starting her second season for us. Alta is also a graduate of Haskell, and she was on a women's volleyball team for 4 years while she was here. Just recently graduated with her master's from the University of Kansas.
Okay, real quickly, this is our website. It's we're getting ready to actually launch a brand new one, but if you go to haskellathletics.com, you can navigate through some of the different drop downs, and you'll get to, like, if you're interested in Haskell Athletics, there's a student questionnaire under recruiting. Fill that out to the best of your ability. We also have one of our current runners. He's an intern as well with our coaching program. He's on as a attendee. His name is Alex Minigoats. You can also contact him because one of his activities for this fall semester as an intern is to connect with students who are interested in Haskell Athletics.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. Do you have one more thing to say real quickly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is our athletic trainer, Tim Criley. We have a certified athletic trainer on staff. The training room is located in Coffin Complex. It's a small room, but it is really like a state of the art. We're probably got one of the best NEI training rooms out there. He's fantastic. He's responsible for all of our sports and mentors our students who are interested in athletic training.
Thank you, Judith.
Thank you.
Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so the next one that we have up is Navajo Tech. Navajo Tech, are you also sharing a PowerPoint, or do you want me to leave my screen up?
Yes, I'll be sharing a PowerPoint.
Okay, so I'll stop sharing and then you can go ahead and share. Just keep in mind, all panelists, that we do have 7 minutes for our presentations, and anything more that you want to share, please feel free to drop it in those chat boxes for the students to access there as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then desktop. And then share. And then open system preference. Click here. Make this bigger. Yeah.
I get 7 minutes, girl. It's hard.
Just go to slideshow. And play from start.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm George LaFrance, the athletic director at Navajo Technical University, and we have the Wellness Center that have the weight room. We also got basketball, volleyball courts. As far as with sports, we have archery, cross country, and rodeo. That's our 3. And the conferences we are in the United States, the USCA. That's a small college for the cross country team. Most of the competition and for championship is usually on the East Coast. For archery, we're with the USA Archery, and with the rodeo, we're with the Intercollegiate Rodeo Association. As far as with basketball and volleyball, that's club sports for us.
Hey, George, your screen's not being shared.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's the share screen button, the green.
They don't see it.
So if you have multiple screens, you can do screen 1, 2, or 3. And then it should,
Back over here to the main, to the Zoom. Go to screen share. And then you have it desktop, share, and then open system. And then Zoom.
Oh.
Click on the side box and then later. And then, okay, close that. Are you able to see it now?
Could you see me? Nope.
It's not
Well, I'll just keep talking.
Go ahead.
All right. And so as far as, yeah, go ahead and put the other one. As far as the conferences in all three, for our student athletes, you have to have a 2.5 GPA and pass 12 credits each semester. It's a little higher than some of the other schools, but we stress education. Education is the key to success. And as athletes, we know we're gonna have to do something life after sports. And so we keep stressing that over and over and over, making sure you're hitting the books, make sure you become an independent person. That's our goal at Naval Technical University for those student athletes. As far as the Wellness Center, the weight room was open. We just closed the weight room due to the COVID in the New Mexico area. But the gym, the courts are open, and we're allowing 5 people in for 30 minutes at a time. Now, as far as athletic program, right now, we put all 3 sports on hold due to the COVID. They're on hold. Hopefully things can change for the spring. 2021, we can resume it. And so it's very, very important that y'all all use all the precaution and following those CDC guidelines. And that's what we've been doing over here at Naval Technical University. As far as becoming a champion, we believe champions are again in school. Those are competing in the classroom, very, very hard. Just as hard as you're competing in the classroom, you're gonna be able to compete as an athlete. And I want to go ahead and leave a quote with y'all that we have is, there is no I in team, but I control my team destiny. And I'll go ahead, that's my 7 minutes due to technical difficulties, but thank you very much. As far as our website is www.athletics.navajotech.edu. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. LaFrance. You can also put that in the chat box too, as other people are presenting. Feel
Okay.
free to drop your information in the chat box for the participants to see. All right, so next up, we'll have Dene College presenting. And Dene College, I have your PowerPoint. Do you want me to share it, or do you want to share it?
You can share it. It probably will be easier.
Okay. All right, so let me, whoops.
While she's getting that on the screen, I like to thank Haskell and NTU. Haskell, I am a graduate and alumni from Haskell. I ran for Coach Boynty in the early 2000s. And I worked with Coach Gipp for track as well. And from there, I went to the University of Kansas and graduated from there. So I did start from Haskell. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sean Frank. I am the athletic director here at Dene College. I am also the student activities director, as well as a student government advisor. Now, first off, let's go next slide. Okay, first let me go ahead and provide my my department's mission statement. Diné College will pursue to captivate student athletes who will accomplish in academics and in athletics. My vision statement, Diné College will provide a learning environment for student athletes to expand their academic and social leadership skills. So just like Director LaFrance stated, that education is key, where athletics is secondary to us. So we recruit students first. Our core values: integrity, education, respect, tradition, community, and pride. These are all the aspects that make us Diné College warriors. Next slide. So with I do oversee 3 sports: archery, cross country, and rodeo. Now for our archery team, we are under the USCA Archery. We are sanctioned under them. Next slide, please. We have an average of 18 student athletes per semester. Our students compete in compound, Olympic recurve, traditional, and bow hunter. We have an average of 5 competitions per academic semester, per academic year for the archery program. We travel to places such as Salt Lake City, Albuquerque, Crown Point, Chula Vista, Flagstaff, and Tempe. And our students are very competitive against other institutions, D1 institutions. Next slide. Next slide, we do have our cross-country team. We are sanctioned under the United States Collegiate Athletic Association and East Coast Conference that NTU and Diné College participate in. We have an average of 18 students, we have an average of 9 men and 4 women, an average per academic year. Next slide, please. We compete in 7 competitions per semester. We travel to Adams State College, Navajo Technical University, New Mexico Highlands University, Fort Lewis College, Benedictine University, Mesa Community College, and our nationals is usually in the East Coast at Virginia Beach, Virginia. Next slide, please. At Diné College, we are famous for our rodeo program. Well, our rodeo program here at Diné College is very successful. We are sanctioned under the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association. We are listed under the Grand Canyon region. So if you guys like to take a look at our standings, we will be listed on there. Next slide. We have an average of 8 men and 8 women per academic year. We have 10 competition dates per academic year, 4 competitions in the fall and 6 competitions in the springtime, where Diné College will host the very first rodeo to kick off the rodeo season in college circuit. Now we travel to places like New Mexico State University, Cochise College, Mesa Lands Community College, University of Arizona, Central Arizona College, and with finals usually in Casper, Wyoming. Next slide. One of the things here at Diné College is we no longer offer an athletic scholarship. However, we do offer an academic incentives. Now, the criteria for an academic incentive is a student athlete must pass 12 credits in a semester with a 2.0 GPA or higher. Student athletes must participate in all athletic events for their respective sports. Such as meetings, team practices, social events. All those go into consideration when coaches and the athletic director meet at the end of every semester to determine who receives and incentives. Incentives range anywhere from $500 to $1,200, depending on how many students we have participating that semester. Next slide, please. So Diné College is an open enrollment college. To get into the college, you first must submit your application with a $20 non-refundable fee for all student athletes. Your official education transcripts, high school or any other transcripts from another accredited college or university. And last one, certificate of Indian blood or tribal affiliation documents. the information can be found on our website at www.denaecollege.edu. Next slide, please. We do have a residence life program here at Denae College. We have student housing and we have family housing. Our student housing is $990 per semester for a single suite, or a double occupancy room is higher than that. But our meal plan is $1,480. Next slide. Now, our academic expenses for a full-time student, it is about $1,400. Now, that is up to 12 credit hours. Anything after 12 credit hours, your classes are pretty much basically free. So I highly encourage our student athletes, our sophomores and our juniors to take advantage of this situation, because students are only paying up to 12 credit hours. Next slide. Some of the resources that we go to help our students is for FAFSA, ONSFA, American Indian Services. Some of our students, they go to their local chapter houses, the Cobell scholarships, the American Indian College funds. Those are all resources for our students to obtain funding for our college here at Denae College. Next slide, please. Okay, I think some slides were removed, but I'll go ahead and wait for any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sean, Frank. We'll have a discussion at the end of everyone's presentations as soon as we're finished up here. We have one tribal college left. Last but not least, Pete Conway with United Tribes Technical College. Do you have a slide that you're going to share? Or do you want me to just put up my screen?
Yeah, I'm going to share a slide.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Pete Conway. I'm the athletic director here at United Tribes Technical College. I'm also the head men's basketball coach. I'd like just to start out by thanking, the AHEC for having us here and the panelists for joining this panel with all the good information. I really enjoyed listening to all of that. And most of all, thank the attendees for being in attendance and finding out more about your future. I'd just like to start out here with a quick video here. This is President Leander.
Pete, your sound's not sharing. So if you,
What is it?
it's not coming through. So if you share your screen, at the bottom when you share your screen, it'll say share. There's like a little box that says share sound.
Okay, the sound's not coming through.
Yeah. So if you unshare it and then share it again, when you do the share screen, a little box you can click on the bottom of that. It says share audio, and then it will help.
Okay. Did it work?
No. Can anyone else hear it?
Okay.
Yeah, we could just watch the video.
Okay.
It looks like a great intro video too. If you want to also, Pete, you can send that link in the chat box for the students to view.
Okay, so the video did show, it just wasn't had any sound.
Yeah, it played for it. It had a short, quick video that you shared. But like I said, you could put it in the chat box, the link.
Okay, yeah,
For
I'll
the
put it in the chat box here. I thought I was being pretty slick showing a video at the beginning.
It happens.
Yeah, for sure. The video was just kind of to explain, gave us kind of a glimpse of our gym, our campus in general, our weight room and stuff like that. I didn't include that in my PowerPoint. So that was just the purpose of that. And also to introduce our Native American tuition waiver program. The program was implemented 4 years ago, and it's for all members of federally recognized tribes. So it's a great program. You can come to United Tribes tuition free, whether you're a student athlete or a student in general. So a really great program, and I'll put more information in the chat box, or if anybody has questions when we're done, I'll be sure to get you more information about that.
Do you have a PowerPoint that you want to share, or do you want me just to put my screen up with the?
Yeah, I do have a PowerPoint.
Okay.
Okay, is the screen sharing?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, so just briefly, again, I'm Pete Conway from United Tribes Technical College. I included our athletics website on here, uttcthunderbirds.com. The mission of our college, United Tribes Technical College, provides quality post-secondary education and training to enhance knowledge, diversity, and leadership for all Indigenous nations. A little brief history about our college. I won't get into a lot, but UTTC was founded in 1969 by the United Tribes Nation Dakota Development Corporation. It was actually the second tribal college established in the nation. We're a little bit unique in that we're in an urban setting. We're not located in a tribal community. We're located in Bismarck, North Dakota, and we're governed by 5 tribes from North Dakota and South Dakota. The 3 affiliated tribes, the Mandan, Hidatsura, and Arikara nations, Sisseton, Wahpeton, Spirit Lake, Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, and Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians. So we're governed by those 5 tribes from North Dakota and South Dakota, and our board of directors consists of their chairperson of each tribe and a delegate from each tribe. So like I said, a little bit unique in that we're not located, in a tribal community. We're in an urban setting. We're here in Bismarck, North Dakota. We offer 4 bachelor's degrees, 13 associate degrees, and 2 certificate programs. A little bit of our athletic history. We joined the National Junior College Athletic Association in 1985. We currently have teams in men's and women's basketball. We did have field teams in cross country, golf. Due to COVID, we've kind of cut back on that this year. We plan to bring those back at some point. And then on the national level, we compete in the National Junior College Athletic Association. And there's 24 regions in the National Junior College Athletic Association, and we're in Region 13. Region 13 encompasses Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan. So it's a wide-ranging region here in the Midwest. And then locally, we compete in the Mondat Conference, which is just teams in the Montana and North Dakota. A little bit of history about our tradition, about our athletic programs. Our men's basketball team has made 3 national tournament appearances. 1997-98, they placed 8th at nationals. 98-99, 6th, and 2001-2, they made the national tournament appearance. Our women have had some great success lately with 2 national appearances here in the last 5 years. They've really been taking some great strides. 2015-16 was the first year that they ever made it. That's the picture on the right. They finished the season with 6 players and went on to the national tournament. And then this past year, We also we won our region title, our district title, and qualified for nationals. And then that's when COVID hit, and unfortunately, they didn't get the the opportunity of a lifetime to go play in the national tournament because of that. Just kind of to wrap things up here, we really believe in this UTTC and Thunderbird Athletics. Our slogan is leadership begins here, and we really believe in that. The pride of Thunderbirds lies in its commitment to competing against the region's, nation's best junior college and universities team. Our goal is to recruit the very best Native American student athletes from around the country and to showcase their athletic skills in the spotlight of competition while preparing them in the classroom and off the court for the next level. The pictures there just kind of give you a glimpse into kind of what we do here at the 2-year level. We're trying to prepare student athletes in the classroom, off the court, and on the court for the next level. Those are a couple players from the past couple of years that have gone on, had great careers here for 2 years, and then have been recruited by Division I basketball schools. Both Teray Briggs is the female women's basketball player. She was MVP of the region, got recruited by multiple Division I schools, finished at University of Nevada, and is actually playing overseas basketball right now. And then Rob McLean was a graduate 2 years ago here. Came up short, second in the region tournament, but he was recruited by multiple Division I schools. And I don't want to highlight just that the kids that move on to Division I schools. We also move kids on to all other levels, NAI level, Division II, Division III, Christian college, Division I, whatever it is. So, we're really here. Our main emphasis, of course, is to prepare you for that next level. And by next level, we're really talking about whatever that next level is. It may be continuing on with your education without playing athletics. It may be going on and playing Division I basketball. It may be joining the workforce. But I really do believe that, United Tribes gives you the skills and develops those skills to prepare you for that, whatever that next step, or I like to call it that next level in life is. So yeah, just in conclusion, that's an overview of what we do here. We try to get you in here and prepare you the best we can for 1 or 2 years in the athletic program, or if your goals are to go on and play at a 4-year program, then we do our best to do that. And then we also have our 4 bachelor programs here if you want to continue on in school and get a degree here at United Tribes Bachelor's. So with that, I just thank everybody, all the panelists and the attendees and the AHEC. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. And I have shared my screen for everybody to see. We gathered your guys' information and we put it up on our one of our slides. So any students, here's how we usually tell the students: just take a screenshot of the computer and get in contact with these student athletic directors and these recruiters from these tribal colleges. And then I guess we will go on to Kelly. What's our time look like? Let me see. Okay, so do we have any questions that any of the students were asking specifically in the chat box, Kelly?
There was one question that I thought maybe each of the institutions would like to answer, or just one or two, but Danielle was wondering about tuition waivers, and does that only apply, or does it include descendants? So maybe if you want to just explain a little bit about the tuition waivers, if you
Okay.
offer them.
So I guess whoever wants to answer that question, was that specifically for, is she asking for non-native students, or if somebody wants to cover that question?
Descendants.
Well, I can start out. For Haskell, we're tuition free. So there are no tuition waivers. Our costs, as I mentioned earlier, are $715 for on-campus. That includes your housing, your meals, your books, and activities. So only $715. For off-campus, it's $240. Students are still eligible to apply for FAFSA, Pell, tribal scholarships, chapter house scholarships, things like that. We do not give athletic scholarships because our cost to attend is minimal. And so we do not offer grant and aid or scholarships in that respect. But we do encourage students to participate in FAFSA and any other scholarships that might be merit-based or need-based. So that's a little bit about Haskell.
Awesome. Thank you, Judith, for sharing that. Does anybody else want to share, or you guys pretty much got that covered? Well, thank you guys so much for being here today and for sharing with all of our students about your sports programs. I just want to say I also learned a lot about your sports programs, and I had it's really good to learn a lot about your guys' history of your colleges, and it's just so informative too. So every day we're learning. So thank you for that.
Nicolette, for all of them. For all the TCU representatives, if a student is interested, of possibly coming to your programs, what is the first steps they should do? Should they contact you? Should they apply first? What does that process look for a new student coming into your school?
I'll go. I think one of the things that we would like is if students interested to go to the website and fill out the information, and we can then therefore start conversation with them. And then that way we, from our conversation, then we can go ahead and send them information on our school and get them kind of started in the right direction.
Thank you, Coach Skip. I think that is very excellent information for our students listening out there, and for any of our high school counselors listening out there. It is great that you can visit any institution's website to obtain information. Here at Dene College, we do have some often come across students who ask questions as far as where do I get my transcripts? How do I get it? I went to another university, and how do I get that? So some of the things that we do is we work with the students and provide them information. And if you go to our Dene College website, you are able to find information that you need. Now, if you want to come to a university for sports, you probably would need to work with the coaches to see what type of incentives are out there. Some colleges do offer tuition waivers, maybe tuition reimbursement, or some colleges, they don't cost a lot. So because of that, they don't do things like that. Now, here at Dene College, like I've stated, we offer an incentive program. It is an academic incentive program. So you would need to keep up with your grades, just like Director LaFrance stated. Thank you all very much.
Awesome.
Can I
Thank
add
you.
something too, Kelly?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So with Haskell, the other thing, just like Coach Gibbs said, if you go to the Haskell Athletic site and fill out the recruiting piece. But the other aspect for us as an NAI institution, there's certain rules and parameters that we have to follow. So let's say, for example, Coach Conway has an athlete who is a freshman in his program, and they decide that they want to transfer. They can contact a coach here at Haskell or the athletic director, but before we can really complete any conversation with them, we have to get a release from Pete. It's just an ethical thing, and it's an NAI rule that we have to follow. So then we would submit a transfer release to Pete, and then he in turn could fill that out, either saying, yes, feel free to talk to her, or no, sorry, I know she's currently under scholarship and she signed a letter of intent with us, so we're unable to release her at this time. So any violation of that, and it doesn't matter like if they are freshmen or even at the sophomore level, even as a sophomore, we still require them to have that release waiver. Or if, let's say, George had an athlete a high school person who said, I'm going to come and run for Navajo Tech, or run for Navajo Tech, and then they decide, oh, I think I'm going to go to Haskell now. Well, in that process, we still have to get a release because they committed to George and his program. And so the NEI has rules like in that respect. They could still fill out the questionnaire, but one of the first questions we're going to ask them once we get that email is, have you already committed to another school? And if so, then let's go through the process to try and essentially see if you can be released. And if you can't, then, you know, once you finish your obligation with that other school, then we would be interested in you at that time. But again, it's an ethical thing and an NAI rule.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I'd like to add something. This is George LaFrance at Navajo Tech. Navajo Technical University is open enrollment as far as individuals coming into school. It's a place where a person get associates, a certificate. You can get a bachelor's, a master's degree as well. But to apply is very, very important. Like everyone mentioned, you go to our website and you follow the protocols. If you got any questions, please get in touch with me through email, get in touch, because we need that documentation. And so we can also answer all the questions that you may have. There's no such thing as a silly question. If you don't know something, please reach out to any one of us, and so we can give you the answer or direct you. And if I don't know the answer, I will find the answer for you. All right, well, thank you. I just want to make sure I mention that.
I think Pete Conway, did you have something that you wanted to share? Or I just see your mute button is off, so I don't know if you're trying to jump in or not.
Yeah, I think I unmuted myself there. I was going to say something just about the application process, just kind of like everyone else did. The first step is just to go to our main website, www.uttc.edu, and it's get started on there. There's an online application, and just like everyone else, they give you the next steps to fill out and what you need to get in.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So now, should we do a drawing?
Yeah, so I guess now we can wrap it up and start our drawing. So for all of our participants who are listening, first off, we've had our drawings all week, and we have run into faculty that are online as our participants who have been declining their prizes and giving them to a student. So please let us know. Feel free to let us know if you are faculty and you won and you're going to do the same. But if once again too, when we do draw for our prizes, I mean the participant's name, when you hear your name being called or you see it in the chat box, look for it in the chat box too. Make sure you drop your information in there for us to contact you. If we do not hear from you in the chat box, we are going to redraw a name. So it's pretty much must be present to win. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the chat box and to my voice or Callie's voice when she draws. Thank you. Go ahead, Callie. You can. Are we doing swag bag first? We got a swag bag and t-shirt that's our first prize.
So it's a swag bag and a t-shirt?
Yeah, it's a swag. That's all week we've been doing the swag bag and the t-shirt, and then from there was the earbuds, and then the Fitbit, and then the tablet was the last drawing.
Okay, so here's the first name for swag bag. Should have some Jeopardy music or something. Okay. Carly Williams is the winner. Carly, are you still here? Yes, awesome. Congratulations.
Nice.
Please, as we said, put your email in the chat box and we'll follow up with you. All right. Next one for the Fitbit. Here we go. Look at all those awesome colors.
Oh no, this one would be for the earbuds, Kelly.
Oh, we'll just do the Fitbit. Dwayne,
It's Friday. It's been a
Dwayne Reader. Who's
Wayne
that?
Reader.
Are you still here?
Dwayne Reader wants to donate to a student. So Kelly will have to redraw now.
All right, here's second chance for a Fitbit. Looks like Amy Meek. Amy, are you here? Yay. She is. Okay.
She is here.
Congratulations, Amy. All right. So then now are the headphones, wireless earphones, earbuds. Yeah. So we have Serena. I'm sorry, Serena. I don't know how to spell it.
Is it Pino? Awesome.
Awesome. Congratulations. Okay, here's our last one, which is the
Fire tablet.
Fire tablet. Tony Factor. Congratulations, Tony.
Tony, are you here?
Tony.
I don't see Tony's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, but I'm an instructor. So are you declining your prize, Tony, for a student? Yes. All right. So here we go. Second chance.
The Amazon Fire. Oh, geez. I don't know if you can all see this, but I'm holding up the phone. There you go. Okay. Elliot Bryant.
Elliot Bryant. Elliot, are you still on? If so, put your name, put your information in the chat box. I don't see Elliot on anymore.
Okay. Round 3. Who's the
All right.
Who is it? Trenton B.
Ballion. Trenton Ballion. Are you on, Trenton? Yes, he's on. Awesome. Trenton, give us your email so we can get in contact with you. Congratulations. Awesome. So that wraps it up for our Tribal College Fair, the sports program. We've had a long week of presentations, and thank you so much to all of our tribal colleges who have attended and shared so much information with the students and with us here at the College Fund. We really appreciate each and every one of you. And I think that's pretty much it. Micheline, did you get all the emails down from the chat box?
No, I did not.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get out the emails. I guess we can, Kelly, do you think we can close off early, give everybody a early Friday?
Yeah, I would just want to ask the presenters to stay on real quick for
Okay,
a shot.
awesome. Do you, okay, Micheline.
I saved the chat, so I have the emails.
Okay, so Micheline and Pete, do you guys want to turn on your cameras? Because Kelly wants to get a screenshot of
I think I will leave mine off this
Okay.
time. Yeah.
but I did put
You there? Cool. All right, ready? One more second. Oops. 1, 2, 3.
smile.
Awesome. Thank you.
We should have said like, say college fair.
College Fair.
Okay, so I guess we'll let everybody go and we'll hang back and we'll go through the chat box and we'll just make sure we got all the winners' contact info and their names and email. Any of our tribal colleges want to have any last words before we say goodbye?
No,
I
I
guess,
just,
oh, go ahead, Sean.
Go ahead.
well,
All right, George, go ahead.
okay, I was gonna just say, I just put in the chat box. Y'all all please be safe out there. We're not out the danger zone yet. Please be safe, take care, and good luck to all of y'all. And just take care and be safe to all of y'all. Thanks, Sean. I'll be seeing you later, Sean. You right down the road.
We'll meet later.
Yep.
All right, thank you all very much for the invitation here. I appreciate it. Getting our college out there is very important and it is vital for my program here. And I thank you all very much. And Kelly.
See you later.
And then
All
I
right.
just want to say thank you as well. This is my third time on this week for a couple different programs, but thank you so much for having this and for allowing us as universities and colleges to participate. It's always great to see our sister institutions, and hopefully we'll do a lot more collaborating together on a variety of things, not just academics, but athletics as well. So onward Haskell, Sean.
I'd just like to say, just repeating, thank you for having us on. We wish everybody well, both academically and athletically. And just what Coach George said there, let's just be safe and get our athletes to be safe. We'll be able to have a successful season. So take care.
Same thing. Thanks, guys. Everybody be safe.
Awesome. Thank you guys for coming.